Okay. Dan who? Dan double you. Let's go. Ow, wow, listen right now. Everybody knows the man that says pow. Start the show, gonna talk some toys. This is for the grown-up girls and boys making noise. Let's start the show. Talking Marvel Legends and the money that we blow. Honestly, look, there ain't no stopping me. Turtles and Joes too, let's do this properly. Need to buy more toys, don't tell my bank. Wasn't me, promise it was Hellfire Hank. Whole Who crew, look, they made me do it. If it lands at my door, then I best review it. Screw it, I don't usually boast, but I got Rich M, he's here to host. Raise a toast and raise some ducks. This isn't your average show, we're deluxe. Pow, and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. That is the 200th and 50th time I have said that. This is episode 250. Can you believe it? 250. We are approaching 5 years. Expect a fortnight of celebrations, as today is episode 250 and next week is our 5th year anniversary. My first ever Dan Who Live was on the 13th of August 2020. So next week we stream on the 14th. So it will be officially 5 years of Dan Who Live. So thank you to all of yous, but a special thank you to this man. Rich M displayed once. Rich, where would I be without you? Where would I be without you? Thank you so much.
Well, I weren't even on that first episode or watching it. I was in the pub then, Dan, but I'm here now, and that's what counts.
We lured you out. We were speaking behind the scenes. Now shout out to Brandon, of course, the OG co-host. He's went on. He works for a toy company now. You might know. I don't know. It's only Brandon. But we think you've actually made more appearances now on the live stream than Brandon, because you appeared on a lot of shows with me and Brandon anyway. So yeah, you've broke his record. You've broke his record.
Brandon was like it was recasted when after the pilot where they put a new actor in. Like Brandon was like the demo person, and then I laid down the main beats.
There you go. And we're still here. I've always said, as long as I'm having fun and people are still watching and engaging, I will be here. And luckily for me, the metrics, the analytics are still pretty good. Like for what we do, 90%, literally 90% of my analytics, my viewership comes from the USA. Like I've got like a 9% UK audience or something like that. It's really small.
Shout out to Michael and all his bot computer as well.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you. But my point is, I'm well aware that this live stream time is pretty inconvenient for the US viewership. So I do appreciate anybody who sneaks the viewer in, watch it while you're working, or if you're working from home, you have it on in the background, or I'm in on your earpods like a Miguel. So I do appreciate everybody who finds a way to watch this live. We have more people watch this show on the replay than we do that watch us live. So again, it makes me feel like, Rich, if we had like a prime time US time slot, I think we'd do some good numbers. So yeah, I feel good. I'm not going anywhere is my point. So the people that I hate watching, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not fucking leaving. South Presence, look at that. It started off episode 250 with 5 channel memberships. That is very generous, because lucky for you, I have just filmed my next channel member video that will be live tonight. So you'll be able to watch it. Thank you very much, South Presence. So who got on there? Who caught them? Let's jump to the chat for a second. We'll come back to that in a minute. Spoiler alert for today's conversation. It's all about these leaks that are out there. All leaks. Nothing's confirmed. It's just conversation. RP got one. Big Hit got one. LCJH Brun got one. Josh B got one, and Legion X got one as well. Rick wasn't a channel member. What a bastard. What? I thought me and Rick were friends. Just exposed him. He's been exposed on episode 250. Can't believe it, Rick. Tear that is, rolling down my face. But now you're a channel member. Thank you very much, RP. I appreciate that. Showing some love. And again, I will be doing a channel membership video. I've filmed it today. I just need to edit and upload it. My continuing series of everything I brought in July. And there is an exclusive unboxing on that as well. So tune in for that. But yeah, lots of channel membership videos on the channel. Also the new unboxing live stream that I'm doing just for channel members. Like that will never be public. It is just for the inner circle, the crew that we have behind the scenes, the community that we're building. Let me just say hello. Let's say hello to the chat then, Rich. People are being generous.
Hello.
Let's say hello to
Hello,
the chat.
Hello. Hey.
Queen Comics came in early, says greetings and power from your friendly neighborhood comic shop from across the pond. Hope you're having a quintastic day down Excelsior. Rich, for the people in the comic shop, do you have any comic tidbits for today?
I bought Uncanny X-Men. This is out yesterday. This has got Jubilee on the cover, and Jubilee finally does something in Gail Simone's run. We're on issue 19. She finally does something. Well done, Gail Simone. And then we've got Cheetah and Cheshire rob the Justice League, which is all about Cheetah leading on Cheshire and tells Cheshire right at the end that they're going to rob the Justice League. The title gives it away, Dan. It gives it away.
Spoilers.
But it's got brilliant art by Nicholas Scott, and hopefully something happens in issue 2. Who knows?
I'm assuming not a lot happened in issue 1 then.
Lots of talking.
Queen Comics, thank you very much. He says, why do people in the poll, why are there not many people order Mephisto? So I have got a poll up right there. If you're here live, get involved. It just quite simply says, did you pre-order Mephisto? We're about 2 weeks in now. Remember, you have until the 26th of August. It does not charge you until it ships. It currently says July 2026. So you basically have 10 months to get your funds ready. So what's that? Less than £10 a month you need to save, and you will be able to pay for Mephisto at the end of the campaign.
You're like one of those charity adverts for £10 a month, and you too can take over Mephisto.
But I'm just breaking it down. It's not so bad when you break it down, because these things are expensive. We're well aware. But again, if you break it down, you've got time to make it work. Yeah, I was just curious. Have you pre-ordered him? 62% say yes. 38% say no. Interesting. I thought Mephisto would be a higher number, but it is what it is. Rich, you've went in on one, right?
Yeah, I've got him ordered, ready to go.
Yeah, me too. So, yeah, remember, don't get Dragon Man FOMO. Dragon Man's up on the shelf right there. He's epic. Don't get FOMO. He's really good, and you'll get the same for Mephisto. Let me scroll down. That's Jay. What's Jay saying? Jay says, congratulations on 250. That 5 years has gone really fast. Think I would have brought less toys without you two. Much love from the super substitute co-host. Yeah, shout out Jay. Jay can jump on for a little bit next week in our 5-year celebration for sure. Yeah, I'm sure we are. This whole community, to be fair, has contributed to Jay buying a lot more toys than he probably would have otherwise. That's for sure. But we love Jay for it. Let's just shout out some other names. I'm just going to scroll up, shout out some other names in the chat. I can see Z-Man, David Mitchell, Virtual Dave, aka Andrew for Pluma, Jamie Gitchard, of course, Makaka, I can never say his bloody name, Ben, Mr. Ben, Mikey Moon Boots, Paul McCarthy says, I haven't ordered him yet, holding back on some money till deadline, plus my birthday is on the 22nd. Evening, Dan. Paul, it doesn't charge until July 2026. Get your order in. Get your order in. You don't need it now. You're good. You're good. Andrew's also there as well. Jellyfigs, Arvin, Glenn Miller, Gregory, Zion, Otto. RP was also very generous with the channel memberships. Oh, what's that? John has also gifted 5 channel memberships. John, thank you very much. Professor Soundways, Frankie, Patrick, Eggs and Flapjacks. That's got to be a lurker. Eggs and Flapjacks. What a name. And J-Kid. You've all now got channel memberships. Thank you very much, John. That was very generous of you. Again, we are celebrating 250 episodes. Insane. Next week is our 5-year anniversary. So I might do some giveaways next week. I'll do a duck race or something. And we're also going to be picking a new member of the Who crew. Every anniversary, you guys decide on a new member of the Who crew. So at the end of this stream, we're going to be asking you for suggestions. All right. So start thinking about those Who crew suggestions. We will be asking at the end of today's stream.
And Kitty Pryde has been vetoed already, so before you start...
Early veto for Kitty Pryde. But thank you very much for your generosity there, South Presence and John. Much appreciated. 250 episodes. Crazy. So today's theme is basically more leaks. There are more leaks out there. David displays model behavior, is at it again. He just keeps leaking everything. Someone has left the tap on near David, and we don't know how to turn it off. I was trying to find some pictures. I did try and fight David to stop the leaks. I was like, David, stop leaking the community. We had a little fight, we had a little scrap about it, but he ended up moving to Japan at that time. So he continues to leak Marvel Legends news.
He's also hench. He'd wreck you in a fight, Daniel. He'd wreck you.
Let's go. Let's have a celebrity boxing match. Let's go. And I say that out of love.
Bring toys
other
to
people
work
out there got arsey about that
$10.
comment.
Sending love to my favorite YouTube channel. Congrats on 5 amazing years.
Thank you very much. Bring toys to work. Showing some love via the Streamlabs link in the description as always. He says, sending some love to my favourite YouTube channel. Congrats on 5 years. Thank you very much. Bring toys to work. You know you are appreciated round these ways. So yeah.
What's your favourite YouTube channel, Dan?
I think it might be Mad Hatter. Mad Hatter's got to be close to it. He's the type of YouTuber that I just watch all his videos regardless if I'm interested in the stuff he's talking about. I've got his Flipper right here. I might even do a review of his Flipper if I can find the time. So yeah, what about you?
I'm supermultiverse.com because they've got the best opinions of anyone on YouTube about action figures.
Okay. Do I know that?
You've forgotten supermultiverse.com, haven't you?
Was that you?
What?
Was it you?
Oh, it definitely wasn't me, Dan. It definitely was not me, supermultiverse.com.
Should I know who it is? Does anyone in the chat
know
who it is?
My favourite host of supermultiverse.com is probably Scarlett. Scarlett's probably the best one.
Yeah, I feel bad now. Does anyone in the chat know what he's on about? Yeah, I'm lost. Right, let's... I just want to quickly mention some Marvel Legend news. Nothing major before we get into the leaks. And again, I'm only joking. Shout out displayed model behavior. Again, as a collector, I like knowing some of the stuff that's coming because you can sort of plan your collection and like you can sort of, decide ahead of time about the display and stuff like that. So I'm never mad at it, but I do like surprises too. Is all I'm saying.
Damien Ristori donated
Thank you,
£4.
Damien.
I vote Spymaster or the Hood as Who Crew newbie. Smiling face with open hands. Spymaster
and the Hood are quite villainous. Like they seem to be they could be part of the crew with White Rabbit and Chameleon. But I like what you're thinking. I like those more obscure comic characters. Z-Man says, huge congratulations for 250 episodes. Always mad love to the community you created. US agent for the Who Crew, pal. I like Quinn Comics comment. He says, Dan Who Reviews is his favourite YouTube channel. Too kind. I appreciate that. Right, let me get into just a tiny bit of news for Legends. I just want to recap the reissues because these reissues ran up in the UK like weeks ago, but they are now up on the US as well. So if you are in the US, you can now get all of these at retail. They are being reissued, and also on Amazon, or not Amazon, on UK websites. Electro is also went up for reissue. So that's Green Goblin, Rhino. Cyborg, Spider-Man, like a couple of the very sought after Spider-Man retros are getting reissued. So if you missed them out the first time, get them. That Doom is probably the better Doom we've got, unless you prefer the one in the Cabal set. That's the only Ghost Rider on the retro card as well so far. Maybe we'll get another. But yeah, if you've missed them out the first time around, make sure you get yourself the reissues. And if you're in the UK, Savage Land is still available. I think in the US it sold out relatively quickly, but it did keep coming back in stock. So I don't know if they like just keep putting a cap on pre-orders, shipping them out, and then putting more out again. Like I don't really know how they're doing it. But if you're in the UK, Savage Land set is still available. So yeah, get your reissues or get your Savage Land set while they are out there. That is our only sort of Marvel Legends news today. So let's just get straight into the actual leaks then. Did you see any of these leaks, Rich, or read them, see them on forums, websites, YouTubes? Did you catch any of them?
I think I saw Adam post the list because I was like, oh, I'm not watching these videos or reading these things. Someone just posted it and Adam summarized what was in them. So I did read Adam's list. Well done, Adam. Woo!
Yeah, it seems like this is like the third, maybe fourth, like leak video that David Displays Model Behavior has done, and he has a pretty good track record.
Yeah, to be fair, he's got like of everyone currently, he's got the best track record. Like, I don't think it's bullshit at this point. It seems to be pretty accurate. Like, there's a couple of things that may be wrong, but that may be like due to like translation. Or again, we know before that Hasbro do change things like at the last minute to like throw people off as well.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
I think this is a pretty good list. But what I will say is this one, I felt a bit like I was in Groundhog Day with this list because it wasn't a lot of new stuff. It's a lot of stuff that's been leaked before in other lists, but like in different orders and different assortments and stuff like that. So that's what makes me think this is more accurate because we've already seen these names before. So
yeah, I felt the same. I felt it was similar to ones we'd seen in the past, but maybe that just gives those a bit more confirmation if they're appearing on lists again. If it is the same source, I don't know. I know Powers of X-Men also did a video with the similar sort of leaks, and they said they had theirs before David put their video up. So he just assumes they have the same source, which it has to be some type of retailer.
I got it first. I had it first as mine.
Well, whatever. Whoever had it first, it's out there. It's
out honestly, there. Like
it's out there. It's out there. So it's just fun to talk about, to speculate.
I'm sure Daniel knew it before everyone. He knew them all. He did. He still knows them. He knows exactly what's on there.
He knows all. He knows all.
Stum.
He knows all.
Not
but you know me. If something was like an actual genuine leak, like I try and avoid it because you just wait for the thing to be revealed. But these like are just speculation. So I always think this is fair game. Like, we're not naive. This is already out there in the community. I talk about legends. So yeah, this is just fun speculation. By no means are these confirmed, but everyone's talking about them. So yeah, let's give our 2 cents. So starting off with the MCU, right? Because this is an easy conversation. Yeah, easy conversation. We're just going to start off easy, Rich, all right? So there's going to be figures, I know, shocking, for Spider-Man Brand New Day and Doomsday. They've recently wrapped on the Punisher special. Punisher's also going to be making an appearance in Brand New Day. Apparently the Hulk's in there as well. So yeah, Punisher, Spider-Man, and a Hulk apparently all going to be figures in Brand New Day. And then Doomsday, they've sort of updated. They've redefined that list that we got originally. And
was it like 72 characters?
Yeah,
in the
last
first
time
list?
it was a big list. Last time it was a very big list. This time we've got characters like Nightcrawler, who apparently is going to have white hair. Like, it's going to be like an older white crawler. We've got Mystique, Beast, Doctor Doom, of course, Robbie Downey Jr., of course they're going to do that. Thor, Captain America, Gambit, Shang-Chi, and Cyclops. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? So usually a wave of 8. They've done a wave of 8s before, or maybe there's a couple of single packs, deluxes, 2 packs, I don't know. But anyway, there's a more condensed list from the previous list of Doomsday, so there's no point reiterating them. We're going to get figures from Doomsday, okay? Next up, Thunderbolts. The movie's come and gone. We still don't have the figures in hand yet, although I am seeing some of the US guys finding them in like Target or Walmart, I believe.
Yeah, Yelena and Red Guardian have been showing up over the US. So.
Yeah, so those 2 packs are starting to trickle out, but apparently there's another 2 pack. And it's not Ghost and Bucky like we assumed might be. It's actually Val and the Void. Now, the Void we assumed would be an easy repaint of Sentry in all black with yellow eyes, which is fair game because that's exactly what the character design is. And then Val is an interesting choice. And I don't mind that because it's adding a new character that we haven't got. We've technically already got a Ghost and Bucky, not in their Thunderbolts uniforms, but still, the characters are still represented in plastic. So I don't mind adding Val to the shelf. Would you have any interest in this, Rich?
Yeah, like Val, I think, has been like probably the key character of this phase.
Yeah.
She's the one like in the background.
She's like
of
the Nick
everything.
Fury of this sort of phase 5-ish, isn't she?
And I liked her in the Thunderbolts movie, and I like the Thunderbolts movie. Like, it's a pity she's in with the Void. Like, it was obviously going to do the Void figure, but I thought it would be like a one and done, like store exclusive because it's such an easy one to do. But yeah, I will probably pick this up.
Yeah, Again, I'm in for all the MCU stuff, especially when it's adding new characters to the shelf. But granted, I understand for many people it might not be the most exciting 2-pack. Next up, X-Men 97. Again, I'm just trying to whiz through the MCU stuff because it's all stuff we have heard before. Now, if you have watched any of the interviews from all the YouTubers from San Diego Comic-Con, Dan Yoon and Dwight were not shy about saying, yes, of course, more X-Men 97 figures are coming. And they were also very transparent to say that the next wave would likely be heavily inspired by Season 2. So expect the next wave closer to that Season 2 premiere date, which we know is in 2026, but we're not too sure when. Was the last season, did it end up being in March of 23 or 24? Was it a March time? I don't know why I'm thinking March.
I think it was like February, March.
Yeah, so maybe, again, if we're lucky, early 2026, but we don't know yet. We know a lot of things have changed behind the scenes. But anyway, in regards to Marvel Legends, we are going to be getting another wave of figures and maybe some one-off deluxes. We already know they're not shy of doing those 2-packs, so maybe they'll do some 2-packs. A lot of people asked about Beast, because Beast is obviously the missing sort of core X-Men. Professor Soundwave, thank you very much. What did you say?
Professor Soundwaves donated $6 Canadian and 99 cents. Bon cinqui mi anniversaire. Pas de beer pour célébrer. Just wanted to mess with her and hear her French accent.
There you go, she said it.
Congrats, boys. Many more to come me.
I'm glad that Friday said that because I couldn't pronounce that. Rich, could you pronounce that?
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? Non.
Ce soir.
Je n'ai pas compris, Professor Soundwave. Je suis le riche M. Non. Non, je ne sais pas. No.
He's fluent. Who knew? He's fluent. I couldn't have. I could hardly read English, let alone other languages. But thank you very much, Professor Soundwaves. I told you, Friday.
I can remember a French song from school, actually.
Go on then.
It's là où j'habite, il avantage de normal. Là où j'habite, il y a personne spécial. It's something about animals living in a house. There we go.
You don't get that content anywhere else on Tour YouTube, do you? Come on now. French sing-alongs. Beautiful, Rich. We appreciate it. And we appreciate Professor Soundwaves for that super chat. Friday will read out anything. Literally anything. She can't say Tigra. We've learnt that over time. But she will read out multiple languages. Thank you very much, Professor Soundwaves. We appreciate that. So back to Beast. So a lot of the YouTubers asked about Beast. They asked about Bastion as well, because these are two key characters from the first season that they haven't made. Beast is the only sort of core X-Men they've not made, and Bastion was the big bad of the first season they never made. So they obviously couldn't say that, yes, these figures are coming, but they were reassuring people that they're aware and there are other formats for these characters to come out. So maybe 2-packs, deluxes, whatever it is. I do think we will see more down the line. Of course we will. Justin!
Justin Collects donated $4.99. Episode 250. Congrats, Dan. Looking forward to this 30-hour stream. Oh, and Rich, your new contract is being finalized, winking face.
Look, I'm getting my lawyers involved at this point. Shout out Justin, who just celebrated 50 episodes himself. I told him I remembered my 50th episode those many years ago. Justin, on his 50th episode, Rich, recapped every single previous episode. Imagine if we did that.
We're not doing that.
I know we're not.
But anyway, Justin still owes me money for my Zordon appearances. I still need money. I bet he was talking about Zordon again. I need money. I want my Zordon money.
The Zordon thumbnail was shown again, to be fair. So yeah, you need your residuals from your Zordon appearances. I'm Rita Repulsa just shouting pow. Yeah, shout out Justin.
I like, my favourite thing about that is that he didn't make David M. Smith the Pink Ranger. And I was like, I reckon David M. Smith would be really offended that he didn't make him the Pink Ranger. And then he made him the Blue Ranger, the gay Ranger, so he was even more stereotypical.
They spoke about that. They spoke about that on Justin's stream. That's exactly what happened. Justin thought, I won't put him as the Pink Ranger. And he put him as the Blue, forgetting that the Blue Ranger was the gay actor. And David was pissed off that he just got stereotyped as the gay Ranger. So yeah, that actually happened. Shout out Justin to Collect. If you're not watching Justin's stream,
Justin!
It's a branch of the Legends of Liquor community. Absolutely everyone from the Who crew. Go and check it out every Saturday, very late in the UK. It's on 1:45 in the morning for us in the UK. But you can watch it on the replay if you're in the UK. But yeah, shout out Justin. So in regards to X-Men 97 then, Rich, back to this. Is there any any big like characters that you just want on your shelf? The ones that Beast has obviously got to be one of them. Bastion. Is there anyone else that you can think of? Maybe Deathbird or something like that from season 1?
Well, I think if they pivot into season 2 already with the next wave, it's like Bastion and Mr. Sinister as well was such a big villain in season 1. I think not do like someone like Emma Frost who's in it for 2 minutes has got a figure, and then we haven't got the two like big bads of it. I think what's lacking are villains. We haven't had that many villainous characters yet. But equally, the fact they haven't done fucking Jubilee in a normal costume, Dan. If they pivot into season 2 already, go back and do Jubilee and Sunspot and they like looks from the first season, please.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
That was disappointing to see Jubilee not in the actual first Jim Lee uniform. I do want a dancing. Who is it in the background of the scenes dancing all the time? Exodus. Just a dancing Exodus. Who's the? I want a white outfit. Gambit as well. I would have liked a 2-pack with Rogue in the red dress and Gambit in the. I would also like Emma Frost in like a crystal form. I know you said she went in it a lot, but we've not got an updated sort of Marvel Legends Emma Frost in a crystal sort of vibe. The actual list, so let me just read the actual list, is Gambit as the... I don't want to say it because it's a spoiler, so I won't say it, but there will be maybe a Gambit. A Cyclops Jean Grey. Again, we know from the end of season 1 they've went to a different timeline, so it could be the looks from that particular timeline.
Will Jean Grey get articulation in her body ever? Is she contractually obligated that they cannot put any cuts in Jean Grey's body?
No ab crunch, no torso rock and just stiff. Rogue in her green outfit that we did see at the end of season 1, so that makes sense. Similar to her sort of Secret Wars look that we've got in the comic world. And then Havoc and Polaris, who we haven't seen in the show yet, but obviously might make an appearance in season 2. Again, they're X-Men adjacent characters, so I don't think it's spoilery saying that these characters may appear in X-Men 97. But we'll get the context when the show comes out in 2026. But
wasn't there like a little scene with Havoc and Polaris with Forge? Because Forge was an X-Factor,
yeah, maybe.
wasn't he,
I think it was pictures when he was showing off his picture board.
Yeah,
with the X-Factor on that. So yeah, maybe he does reunite with X-Factor because Forge is now part of the X-Men team, isn't he? At the end, so. Yeah, we shall see. But justice for my boy Beast. I want, again, selfishly, I want him on the same format as the rest of the card, so I'd prefer him on a retro card. But if it's a deluxe, so be it. Again, make him pinless. Let's have a nice animated style head sculpt. I don't think Legends have nailed the animated head yet. They haven't really done a proper animated one, to be fair to them. He wasn't in the VHS line, which was the only previous format that was inspired by the animated show. So yeah, let's get a nice animated head for Beast. A couple of expressions will be good as well. So yeah,
an animated head is always better than static head as well. You need a bit of like movement and
a bit of motion. So, I get that. I understand. All right. Let's get into some comic stuff then. When I say comic, let's talk about cards and comics, because there's going to be more Magic of the Gathering.
Oh, hold up a minute, Dan.
Yeah.
Speaking of Magic the Gathering, Magic the Gathering and Spider-Man X 4 figures released. Where are they in the UK? No one had them in stock apart from comics and cocktails. What happened there, Dan?
That's a good point. Let's just pause actually and talk about this Magic the Gathering stuff. Let me see if I can find an image to throw up on screen while we're talking. I think I had some pictures somewhere. Right, here they are. Right, so these were meant to go up for pre-order on the 1st because the 1st was Spider-Man Day, and they did go up in pre-order in the US. So I think Mary Jane and Man Wolf are an Amazon and a fan channel, and then Battle Damage Spider-Man and Agent Venom are everywhere, right? So these went up for pre-order in the US, and a couple of them, I think Spider-Man and Mary Jane may have sold out now relatively quickly. Oh, Matt Fisher, thank you very much. I'll let Friday read that out. Very generous, thank you.
Sometimes love is like a slow dance, you can tiptoe around but don't make a sound, you can make a little silent romance, but sometimes love sounds like a fight, it sounds like an argument, it sounds just like a pile driver.
That's beautiful, that's poetic. Is that a song?
I was thinking, is that a Pat Benatar song or Kelly Clarkson? Sounds like them.
Is that a song? Is that a song, Matt Fisher? He says, sometimes love is like a slow dance. You can tiptoe around but don't make a sound. You can make a little silent romance, but sometimes the love, like a sound, like a fight, it sounds like an argument. It sounds just like a pile driver. That's got to be a song, right? not sung by me. I'd obviously butcher it. But shout out Matt Fisher. Thank you very much. That was very generous of you. Friday was serenading us there with that poetry of words. Thank you very much. Very much appreciate the super chat. Thank you very much, Matt Fisher. So yeah, back to these Spider-Man figures. They didn't go up for pre-order in the UK. Comics and Cocktails were the only UK store for them to go up and pre-order, so it sort of bottlenecked the community, and everybody went to Comics and Cocktails, and they sold out very quickly. In Demand doesn't have them, Star Action Figures doesn't have them. There were loading pages on Hasbro Pulse, but they were glitched. And like Hasbro are currently on holiday, there's like global Hasbro holiday type thing, so I don't think anyone's around to fix it right now, so we're going to have to wait a week before the team come back in the offices and press refresh on a computer panel. So I do think they will be available on Pulse and other places, but the assets probably haven't been sent out. There was just a glitch, but I do think they will be available in the UK, and it isn't a Comics and Cocktails exclusive. Not saying that would be a bad thing. Shout out Jeff and Natalie, who just got married. Congratulations to them. But yeah, these will be available. So we haven't pre-ordered them yet, unless you got them on Comics and Cocktails. Rich, did you find them? Did you get them?
No. Jamie says Whole Shebang does have them all in stock, apart from Spider-Man.
Whole Shebang usually imports his stuff in from elsewhere, where the other stores will get them direct from Hasbro. So yeah, I'm not surprised that Matt has them in at the Whole Shebang. But yeah, I'm curious if the official Hasbro channel gets them out there. They should. They absolutely should, because they should all be available for pre-order right now in the UK, and they are not currently. So yeah, we have to wait on them, because I want my battle damaged Spider-Man. Did I show you this, Rich? I actually got. So when Brandon came round, he finally brought me all of those retro cards that he'd been keeping for me for a while. And I've actually got a mint on card, Battle Ravaged Spider-Man from 1994. So I now have a nice minty fresh one. Look how nice that is, by the way, as a card. Like, no stickers on it, no bent corners, no bubbling, no yellowing. This is like picked off the shelf like you were 30 years ago. So yeah, this is literally 1995, so 30 years old this is. And yeah, this
older
is
than Brandon.
Old, it genuinely is older than Brandon. He found it in a US comic shop. I think a collector had just recently sold their old Toy Biz collection, and Brandon picked a few off for me. I'll show them off on my upcoming channel membership only video. Go and check that out later today. But yeah, this is why I like that Battle Damaged Spider-Man so much, because it makes me nostalgic about Battle Ravaged. It would have been nice if they called him Battle Ravaged for that little callback, but I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I let them off. But yeah, Rich is right. These aren't for a pre-order yet, but hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. Which ones you in for again, Rich?
Mary Jane.
Just Mary Jane. Not getting Battle Ravaged?
No, just
okay, fair
Mary
enough.
Jane.
Fair enough. All right, back to these Magic the Gathering cards then. So, there's no surprise that we're going to get more. I don't think it's a one and done. I do think the team at San Diego Comic-Con were very much hinting that there may be more of these. It's a Hasbro-owned Magic the Gathering, so it makes sense for them to try and tie in their licensing where they can. So this next wave isn't going to be Spider-Man themed, and the rumours are Doom 99, because let's be honest, we're going to get a lot of Dooms in the next coming years. With Doomsday, there's always going to be comic adjacent figures to support the pop culture. So Doom 2099.
Yeah, 2099. It's not 99. Yeah. He hasn't got a flake in him, Dan. Calm down, calm down.
That's such a UK reference. No one will know anyway. Doom 2099. There was also a Captain America, right? So I just threw a curveball out there, right? Just threw a curveball. What if it is Isaiah Bradley, like Captain America?
Oh, that would be. I would be up for that, because we've never had an Isaiah figure before, so that would be a good way to get him.
Yeah. So the leak just says Captain America, but why not Isaiah Bradley? It's a version of Captain America we don't have yet in the 6-inch line, and I think that'd be a good way to get collectors buying this. Give us a character that's wanted and we haven't got before. Again, people may be annoyed with that, because I understand you're paying for that extra card, but sometimes they have to find the way to release these characters. So again, I'm just saying that's a character I would like to add to my collection. And if it's a Captain America, Isaiah Bradley, why not? Would you guys want an Isaiah Bradley Captain America? Let us know in the chat. Let me know. Let me see. We've also got a Black Panther that could be any Black Panther. Like, can you think of a particular look or a very unique look for Black Panther that we don't have in figure form? we've got a lot of his very generic, very like common looks.
They could do like space. I suppose like at the minute, like the Black Panthers are going like Wakanda's going into space, and they could do like
Okay.
like a space age Black Panther. They could do like a Dark Ages Black Panther, like some kind of alternate reality Black Panther, I
Okay.
suppose.
Could it be like an updated version of Shuri as Black Panther? We did get her a long time ago.
Yeah, it was in that Claw 2-pack, wasn't it?
It was
so
indeed.
I mean, it could do like a more like teen back Shuri, I suppose.
I bet she's on the single jointed jelly legs, so they could update a female Black Panther for sure. Because we have got a couple of decent Black Panthers in recent time, so that would be interesting. But I guess the most interesting from this list is Malice, the alter ego of Sue Storm. That has to be appealing for you, Rich.
I mean, yeah, I would love this figure. I mean, maybe that's the way they can do it. Like, woman in a gimp mask, on the Magic the Gathering cards. I'm not sure, but the only thing is so if it's listed as Malice, there's also the X-Men villain Malice, which could be she possesses like different versions of the X-Men, so that could be like an alternate version of Lorna Dane Polaris. She was like the most well-known user of Malice.
Didn't the
as
original
well.
leak say Invisible Woman, and then this updated leak list?
Oh,
said
they
Malice?
did they? They did say Invisible. Oh, there you go. Sorted.
Yeah,
then.
so I do think we're safe. I do. Is this the version you prefer over the X-Men character Malice?
Oh no, I'd much prefer Lorna Dane
Oh.
Malice, to be honest with you. But
Sorry, Rich. Sorry about that.
Boob window Sue is my Sue. Come on,
Of
Dan.
course, yes,
We've
my bad.
established this.
I've
But
learned
no,
that. I have
but
learned
I
that.
will happily take a Malice Sue as well.
Yeah, I actually think this wave again, like the first Magic the Gathering wave. Like I don't like Agent Venom, but I don't mind the others. Like Man Wolf's a new character, a throwback for the classic Spider-Man days. A character I don't have for this Rogues Gallery. I like Gwen Stacy. I keep saying Gwen Stacy. I like Mary Jane in that look, and a Battle Damage
Gwen.
Spider-Man.
Poor Gwen.
I know. Sorry, Gwen. So I don't mind that. Again, 3 out of the 4 ain't bad. So if this wave rumors are true, Doom 2099, sorry. Isaiah Bradley is the Captain America. Again, that's just me putting it into the universe. I have no idea, no insight. The leak list just says Captain America. I'm just putting it out there. If they're going to give us a Captain America, why not make it Isaiah Bradley? Black Panther, whether it be Shuri or a version of just T'Challa, and then Malice. I actually don't mind that as a little wave of figures.
Yeah, it seems like, and it's like by being like alternate looks, not the mainstream ones. I think it's not going to like piss people off the fact that it's with a card type of thing. No, to be fair, this is going to piss people off.
always
People
will.
be like, I wanted Malice all my life, and I'm going to pay like $10 extra for those stupid cards.
Look, who knows? Legends collectors may be eating good soon. We don't know. These Magic the Gathering collectors may want the cards and not the action figures. We may be able to sell them off and make ourselves a little coupon. We don't know yet. We genuinely don't know yet. We're waiting for that sort of synergy to happen when these figures get revealed. So time will tell. But if it is a way they can put out some of these more obscure characters or character designs, I'm not mad about it. Next up. Talking about alternative character designs, Fantastic Four in the Future Foundation looks. Now, last year, I made a prediction that I thought we would get Future Foundation characters this year to accompany the release of Dragon Man. Dragon Man has since arrived. I know we're still waiting for him in the UK officially, but he's on his way. And Dragon Man is here, and still no word of the Future Foundation. Again, Dan Yoon has clearly said that Future Foundation book that comes with Dragon Man is an obvious hint of things to come. So I think it's safe to assume that we will get Fantastic Four Future Foundation costumes. During this time, I think Johnny Storm wasn't around, was he? They thought he was dead.
No, yeah, so that's
yeah.
why Spider-Man's on
Yes,
the team instead.
yeah, so,
and that's why they've got like 3 hexagons, not 4.
Yes, and we have had a version of Fantastic Four, Future Foundation Spidey in the past, back in the day, but it was pretty crap. We've had the inverted version in more recent time. That was pretty crap. Someone got sent 3. Was it you that sent 3 of them? You got
Yeah,
sent,
yeah,
it was
yeah.
you that got 3 of them, yeah.
So I wanted 3 Scarlet Spiders, didn't I? And I got 3 bloody Future Foundation Spider-Man instead. Oh.
But yeah, Reed Sue and Reed Sue and Sving in there, I'd buy them. It's another version of Fantastic Four I'd absolutely buy. These would be on my display with Dragon Man. I'd display Dragon Man in his more modern look with his glasses, and he would be displayed with these guys. I'd be in on these. I've been wanting these. Would you want them, Rich?
Yeah, I like you say Dragon Man in his modern look. He's just like Rachel Lee Cook and she's on that. Oh, she's got glasses now, take them off. He's in the past.
You know what I mean? Like, his more modern appearance is the more intelligent version. That's a more like
He's got glasses and a ponytail.
But Dragon Man was more a bad guy or used by the bad guys for longer in the comics.
Yeah.
Much longer.
Oh, bad guy, I'm a bad guy now.
Bad guy Rich. Shit. It's terrified me then.
Put back on.
Fucking hell. Thank God good guy Rich is back. Bad guy Rich terrified me. You know what I'm saying. Dragon Man was used as a villain.
Justin thought I was so dumb with you then. He's like, calm down.
Would you buy Future Foundation? Marvel Legends?
Yeah. I love this friend. I think I said when we did our list, like, thing in this look was what I wanted. Like, Spider-Man, like, he's already decoed up, isn't he, with the stealth suit, Spider-Man. So it's easy enough just to invert the colours and print him again. Hopefully with updated articulation,
pinless, because when you've got these inverted colours, the pins would always be the opposite colour. So there has to be an updated pinless version for sure.
And they'll stand out on the shelf as well, because it's like, we've got all your blue versions, you've got the black Onslaught versions, then you've got the white versions as well. So there's like a cornucopia of colour on your Fantastic Four shelves.
Yeah, but again, I like, you know me, I like completing teams. I like when you can build a mini display within the overall display, and that's what I've done with some of the Fantastic Four already, and that's what I'd absolutely do with this. With these, I would like to get some more of the Moloid heads and maybe a version of Franklin and Valeria in their Future Foundation outfits as well.
Yeah. The cool thing of the Future Foundation is that all the children and like the children of the future, they're teaching them, let them lead the way. And if they all came with like one of the like
Moloids.
Kids, like more like Valeria, like there's one of the Power Pack is in there. I think Alex Power is part of the team. There's like, you get that, build them out.
Yeah, we have got one. We did get a Moloid head with Franklin and Valeria, so you could actually already put that with your Dragon Man, but it's a very small school if that's the only thing we've got so far. Yeah, put Dragon Man back. Again, if you haven't got Dragon Man, you missed out. One of the best Marvel Legends, full stop, period. It genuinely is. Dragon Man's really good. Next up, continuing the Fantastic Four film, Moleman. Now, I forgot to get it, Rich. It's in my bloody garage now. I brought the Fantastic Four Moleman on the old Toy Biz packaging, mint on card, and it comes with 2 little Moloids, and I was going to show that off as an example of what we may get an update of. I would like Moleman on the Fantastic Four retro packaging in very much the same way that She-Hulk was. But if they're going to give us like it's not a throne as such, he has like a little hoverboard type thing, doesn't he? And a couple of Moloids, at least in some.
Yeah, it's like the rock in it is like there, and then he's got his like, little throne on top of it.
Yeah, so maybe they have to. Yeah, maybe they have to pack him like Kang did. Kang came with a throne in a box, and they have to pack him like that. But if they're going to do that and give him his little throne and give him some Moloids, that'd be a nice touch. But if they're just going to give us the character and some Moloids, put him in the Fantastic Four retro packaging as a nice throwback. But Moleman's one of these old school characters, one of the original like Marvel villains, full stop, period, like he really is, that we don't have an update for in the Marvel Legends line. We have got one in the old school Dark Days of Hasbro. I think it was one of the Red Hawks or Annihilus Build-A-Figure waves, one of them probably. One of the Target exclusives waves that we never got in the bloody UK. But so yeah, I don't have a Moleman. Don't have a Moleman in my collection. I do have a Moleman in my overall collection, but that's from The Simpsons. I need a Moleman in my Marvel Legends collection. So would you buy Moleman?
I would, but my question is, what if this is not comic Moleman? What if this is another version of Moleman?
I wouldn't want that.
It technically could be, couldn't it?
Yeah, I wouldn't want it. I don't think it was significant enough to make a figure. I'd rather have the comic version than any potential live action version.
Rintrah needs company on the shelf, Dan.
Poor Rintrah's right at the back. Right, I didn't even put the lights on him. He's like just in the shadows. Like, who's that extra character? Just Rintrah, ignore him. Yeah, absolutely. So Moleman and the Future Foundation for like sort of a Fantastic Four theme, absolutely would take all of these.
I wouldn't want the Future Foundation on the retro card though, because that makes no sense.
No. I agree. We don't need these on the retro card, but Moleman was actually a figure on the retro card.
Yeah.
I would go and get it, but it's too far away. I don't want to leave you on your own, Rich. You might turn villain on everyone. You might take
Don't
your
leave me.
glasses off.
Don't leave me down with the
no.
people.
Yeah, no, I won't leave you. But I'll show it off on another stream. But yeah, Moleman, again, always like adding rogue gallery villains and just villains in general to my shelf, and Moleman one I don't have, so selfishly I would like him. Next up, let's roll into the Maximum series. So Doop got teased at the end of San Diego Comic-Con, so obviously we're going to get a Maximum series Deadpool. That is obvious. So just throwing it out there, Rich, apart from Doop, what else could they give Deadpool that would make it interesting to you? Like, is there any alternative heads, any unique accessories? Like, is there any way they could get you to buy this Maximum series Deadpool?
I mean, I like Dupe. I love X-Statix. I think it's a brilliant run of the X-Men, of X-Force, Mike Allred, Peter Millican, I think, writes it as well. Like, really good. But, like, they always keep putting Dupe with Deadpool, and, like, Dupe has such little time with Deadpool in the comic books. Like, there's a mini-series with Dupe where he's with Deadpool, like, he meets him a bit. But there's a lot of other characters you could put with Dupe. So yeah, I mean it does make sense because obviously the original Toy Biz figures
that's what it's for, isn't it? It's a throwback to that.
Yeah.
It's a
And obviously the Deadpool, we've had a good version of Deadpool in that San Diego 2-pack, but obviously that was an exclusive. Deadpool is now a massively popular character. I imagine it's going to be like a redecoed look, so it might be more like this classic X-Force look. But then that wouldn't make sense with modern Dupe. It's a conundrum, Dan. This is how they're going to do it. Already, I am seeing that this Maximum Deadpool is going to be a clusterfuck again. Because either it's just going to be a straight-up redo of that Deadpool, or like I don't see what they can do to make me, apart from put Dupe in there. But Dupe is not worth like what, $30 extra, whatever he's paying for it.
I reckon this is going to be the same price as Spider-Man, at 50 quid, and basically Dupe's replacing your web sperm.
I'll see. Can't we just have Dupe on the web sperm for like $10 and then like just buy that? That would be much easier.
I'm gonna build a pack of web sperm, yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is with Dupe as well is that having him is great, but then like Dupe I would say is probably the most well-known character out of all the Ecstatics. So I don't think we're gonna get any of the other Ecstatics characters. Like if they showed some of them, I might be more into getting this. But as you know, I've stayed away from the Maximum series so far, so I'm guessing this one might be another one I'm going to stay away from.
For Puma says Maximum Dupe. Maybe it is a Maximum Dupe with loads of different head expressions. Maybe it is.
I mean, you could get his cameras or all his different outfits. Yeah, you could technically do a Maximum Dupe.
Yeah, I think the Maximum series has just left a bad taste in collectors' mouths, so it's going to take them a lot of goodwill and something really good to change people's opinion on that so far. But it is still Deadpool, and Deadpool is always popular. He always sells, always goes up on the aftermarket. Even that 2-pack we're talking about is gone for higher than retail now on the aftermarket. So I still think people will be intrigued to see what a new Deadpool offering would look like. Again, Deadpool's a character where you can have some fun with some quirky accessories or alternative heads and looks and stuff like that. So,
but the last one gave me so many accessories. I know it was like crossovers,
tribute to the Turtles.
And there was like lightsabers when there was like tribute to all the different like fan properties and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, let's see what it looks like. I mean, at the minute, I would say there's about a 5% chance that I will get a Maximum Deadpool, but there might be something in it that will switch me over. We'll see.
Yeah, I will wait until we see what the offering is. As I said, I'm always curious.
Do you think at this point they should just not brand it as Maximum?
Yeah, I reckon. Again, it's got the Maximum line, unless it's what we wanted it to be. We wanted the Maximum line to be the best that you could possibly give us right now, the best version of these characters. And so far, I think Spider-Man was really good, but people didn't like the price point. And I don't think they made innovations to Hulk, at least for the Legends line, at least. That was the new for the Legends line. But it wasn't updated enough. It was the same old book they've used many times before. It just disappointed us. So I think Maximum so far has a bit of a bad taste in collectors' mouths. So again, it's going to take a really good release to turn us around. But if they can turn it around and give us like the best version and make the Maximum line what we thought it was going to be, and then it could come back to life. But yeah, Deadpool. This again, we'll find out. We know it's Deadpool, so Well, again, it could be Doop on his own. Who knows? But no, it's pretty confident it's Deadpool. But anyway, that wasn't even on this week's list. These were on this week's list. Maximum Series Thor and Maximum Series Symbiote Spider-Man. Now, Symbiote Spider-Man makes sense. Like, in regards to, it makes sense for Hasbro. As in, like, I'm not saying it's something I wanted. I'm just saying it definitely smells like something Hasbro would do. They've said that that Maximum Series Spider-Man body probably wouldn't be used outside of the Maximum Series line, but we also knew they were going to get some reuse out of it. So it's Spider-Man painted black. So that one doesn't surprise me, but that one also doesn't excite me. What does excite me is the potential of a new upgraded Thor. And just like we spoke about, if the Maximum line could turn into something that we assumed it could be, with completely pinless, really great articulation, alternative looks, the best version of this character they could possibly give us at this time, using the technology and resources available to them. Like, we need a new Thor. It's been a long time since we've got a good comic Odinson Thor. The last one was probably in the 80th anniversary line, and that was 5 years ago now. So I'm sure new collectors getting on are probably struggling to backtrack on that old one. So good time to release a new Thor. I'm sure a Maximum Series Thor done right might pull you in, right?
See, yeah, of them all, like I said about the Maximum Series, if you wanted to course correct, doing like an updated Thor, all new body mode, like even like a soft good cape, even though that would be a selling point for me, but I know a lot of people would want that, especially for like this like luxury line. Like a lot of alternate head sculpts, different Majournas, different hands, like maybe like a little rainbow bridge for him to go on, something like that. Like a little frog in there as well. Like I suppose that could turn it around. But then see, this is so if that was the next figure, I think that would be like, oh yeah, and like if they could keep the price down as well, people would be like, oh yeah, this is good, this is like turn around. But then if the 1-2 after that are going to be Deadpool and Black Symbiote Spider-Man, that's going backwards again.
Hole, ain't they?
Yeah. So I just don't know. Like, I mean, yeah, I think Symbiote Spider-Man we all knew was going to come at some point, but I would assume that would have been like a convention exclusive next year or something like that.
Still could be.
I think already, yeah, if it's going to... But then convention exclusives don't tend to leak on these lists. These tend to be stuff that's been offered to stores. So, I mean, for this already to be, like, going out to stores, like, when we... I mean, I suppose it depends. Like, maybe I'm not. Maybe there's innovation there. So maybe they're going to do all new, like, symbiote effects, like heads coming off him,
maybe
stuff
some
like that.
tentacles, like, wrapping around him and something, a half-transformed face or something.
If it's just a straight-up Maximum Spider-Man, but now in black, and, like, they've changed the web colours or something, then that's shit. But they need to do different, I think, something different.
Do you know for a while they've been teasing filling out the Dark Avengers, and there's obviously a symbiote Spider-Man in that Dark Avengers team, but it's not Peter Parker, it's a multiple of people.
I Payak is one, and then it's
So do you think this Maximum Series symbiote Spider-Man could be an avenue to like give us alternative parts and pieces to create different versions of symbiote Spider-Man?
Yeah, that could be it, but then, yeah, maybe. But then the Mark Gargan is more like a bigger
beefier,
version,
yeah, a little beefier.
And then like Payak, you've got to get like the extra arms in, which would then be like you'd have holes for like Peter. So I don't know. It's a weird way of doing it because Payak is leaked on some lists as well.
That's what I'm saying. And these leak lists keep merging, don't they? The things keep getting pushed together. So maybe that's one of them where that Ayak was teased, and then this has also been leaked, and maybe it's the same thing.
And then I suppose the alternate the arms putting him in there are like the alternate piece or something.
Maybe this
an alternate torso. Maybe you could like disassemble him.
Well, they've never gave us a 6-arm symbiote Spider-Man, so maybe the Maximum symbiote Spider-Man is the 6-arm version.
It could be because you wouldn't have to do all the webbing on that, because that was the problem with the last symbiote Spider-Man. They didn't do all the webbing because it would be like the cost of it, wouldn't it? So
and you had 6 pinned arms. It was just. Yeah, I get I don't think it actually is, but I'm just throwing out there potential ideas of where they could go. Again, Symbiote Spider-Man's not exciting, but we all knew Hasbro were going to repaint that Maximum Series Spider-Man eventually, so it's not shocking news to anybody. But Thor is a character that is worthy Get it? He's worthy. See what I did there, Rich? Worthy.
Well done.
Thank you. Of the upgraded sort of maximum treatment. If they do maximum right. I see a lot of people in the chat saying he needs a soft good cape with a bendy wire. Yeah, if they're going to do a soft good cape, give it the bendy wire. That's the whole point of it. But they could do what they did with Mephisto and give you both. Give you the bendy wire, but then also give you the plastic plastic soft goods. That makes no sense. The plastic cape as well, because again, collectors all have their preferences. I know a lot of collectors are very vocal about their soft goods, but there are collectors as well that just appreciate the Marvel Legends aesthetic for what it is. So give us options. I always say options are a good thing. It pleases more people just by packing that little extra thing in the box. So yeah, the Maximum series line seems to be continuing. Doop's definitely on the way with Deadpool, and then potentially next year Thor and Symbiote Spider-Man, and then who knows? But I'm very curious to see Thor. Next up, on this new leak list was the reissue of Onslaught. Now, I forgot to get my props again, Rich, because I've bloody got this Build-A-Figure in a box that I should have brought, so I'm terrible. I wasn't prepared. But the Build-A-Figure Onslaught is... Can you guess how old it is, Rich, at this point?
15 years old?
No, 10 years old.
Oh, a bit too far.
You're close. I thought you were going 2015, because you're right. Because this wave came out in 2015. So it was the Onslaught Build-A-Figure wave, and this is the type of wave that went to like home bargains in the UK. And I got loads of them at one point. And I army builded this guy with, who's he again? Surge, is he it? Demolition Man? Yeah, they called him Demolition Man on the box or whatever. But anyway, yes, this wave is 10 years old at this point, all right? But then the year after, in the Juggernaut Build-A-Figure wave, sorry, Rich, sorry about this, but Kitty Pryde actually came...
On the anniversary showdown, Kitty Pryde.
I'm sorry, but she did come with the Onslaught head that made it the more accurate version of Onslaught, because the Onslaught Build-A-Figure was the Red Skull version of Onslaught. What's the context of Red Skull being in there again?
So it's Axis. So it's a crossover where Red Skull becomes Onslaught, and then he inverts all the villains. So all the villains become heroes, and all the heroes become villains. It's when you have Havoc becomes villainous, Magneto and Sabretooth become heroic. So it's all like a changeover,
okay.
That kind of thing. And then it carries on Havoc's got PTSD when he ends up joining the Avengers, and then you get Sabretooth being more heroic going forward and stuff like that.
Oh, okay, cool. So again, it's nice to so again, if people, so I like when they not like, but I always find a way when the re-releases happen. I always try and find a way to think, well, is there a way I can still use the figure I have in my display rather than it just sitting in a box? So if they do release an upgrade Onslaught in some way, and it is like a pure version of Onslaught with the Magneto helmet all shaded out, then I could then pop the Red Skull head that's currently just sat in a box that I haven't used all these years, put it on that Build-A-Figure, and still have it in the display representing a different character. Yeah. So I'm not too mad at the reissue here. Again, that's just me. I always try and find a reason to keep the figure before I get rid. And if I can display an alternative version, then why not? So yeah, if the reissue is, maybe the reissue comes with both of these heads anyway. Again, back in the day, you had to get the Build-A-Figure out because the Red Skull head came with Taskmaster, and then the Onslaught head came with Kitty Pryde, which was in a separate wave. And they haven't really done that this day and age. They don't really split Build-A-Figure pieces across waves, but that was an interesting pack-in. But yeah, would you be interested in a carded the Apocalypse or purple deluxe card of Onslaught?
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense because it was kind of just past that thing. But yeah, I mean, they're probably gonna do that. I would buy it. I would prefer though, rather than the Red Skull head. In the comic books when he was first on mass, he had this monstrous skull head. I think it's what the first Toy Biz figure came with when they did the Build-A-Figure of Onslaught.
Weren't someone stuck in his back as well? You could see a window or something like that in his back. Oh, what was it?
Did he have Frank? Was it Franklin came with him? Little mini Franklin.
Yeah, it was in his back or something like that. Yeah, I think we're right. I think we're both right. So yeah, and again, they could. I give us something different. Give us something we haven't already got for Onslaught to make it more appealing to the people that are thinking, I don't need this. packing something to tempt them. And again, I always say options are never a bad thing. It was Professor X, says Ernie. So Professor X. I never did get.
Onslaught is Professor X and like Magneto, and he's like the
Yes.
of like the two of
I
them
think he
together.
meant like the. Did he mean the little? There's definitely a toy where there's like a window where you can see somebody in the body, and maybe he meant that was Professor X. Kevin says I'd never got the kitty, so don't have the black out head for my figure. So there you go. The re-release will be the opportunity if they give you that in the it would be stupid not to give you the actual like main Onslaught head with a re-release, to be fair, because that was the complaint of the Build-A-Figure, is that we never got the actual head, because the old Toy Biz one was terrible. And California,
so I'm on about the Build-A-Figure type as well.
Oh.
You mean the
Toy Biz.
Onslaught wave?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was just looking it up. Yeah, so yeah, that has got you like it was in the pack because it was like it came out and it was like so the secret of Onslaught reveal, like if you like get him out the packaging and turn him around, and then that's got Professor X on it. Yeah, that's what that is.
Yeah, 'cause
Sorry.
the Onslaught had its own packaging, didn't it, back in the Toy Biz?
Yeah,
days,
yeah,
too?
yeah, it did.
Yeah. So we were both right.
Well done, Ernie. Ernie was on the ball. I was a bit slow.
We were both right. So yeah. The Man Beast Boy says, I can see it like Gamer vs Venom Scythe. It's already out. I literally have it in a box. I should have got it out to hold for you. But yeah, this Build-A-Figure's 10 years old at this point. So I guess they could update it to be pinless. But otherwise, it was a solid Build-A-Figure like for the time. So yeah, if you want it, you can still go and buy all those figures. They did go for very cheap at one point. Like you could build Onslaught for like less than 50 quid back in the day.
I can imagine though, apart from like Kitty and maybe Man Wolf Cap, like the other ones shouldn't be that hard to track down.
Oh yeah, I guess Man Wolf Cat will be hard because it's the only way to get Man Wolf Cat. But yeah, the rest shouldn't be hard at all. Everyone's after Whirlwind. We'll probably get Whirlwind in a Iron Man retro wave. We definitely got a better version of Sharon Carter now as well. But anyway, there you go. If you want to get it, you still can. They're 10 years old, that wave. 2015, the Onslaught wave, and then Kitty Pryde within the Juggernaut. That Juggernaut wave really changed the tide for Marvel Legends back in 2016. That's when people started turning their heads, paying a little bit more attention to the Legends line when they started doing X-Men again. Because it had been a while since they had touched X-Men. Because Fox basically still had X-Men and Fantastic Four, so the Hasbro couldn't really use those characters much in toys because they weren't comfortable licensing and promoting characters they couldn't promote in the film anyway. That is history. It's all history now. Next up, Christmas Spider-Man. That's just literally Christmas Spider-Man is on these leak lists, Rich. So is it going to be Spider-Man in a Santa Claus hat and a web sack? Like, do you have, like, when I say Christmas Spider-Man to you, what jumps into your head? Is there a storyline? Is there anything in particular about it, or is it just a gimmick?
I mean, like, those are like Marvel like holiday specials or like Christmas issues of things. So I mean, they've done things with Star Wars, haven't they? Like Halloween and Christmas. So why not with Marvel? It actually comes from the comic book, so it makes sense. I mean, like, I think Funko have done like every year they do like Marvel holiday editions, don't they? So I mean, it's like it's gimmicky. It's not something you need to do. My only hope is whenever they get this, they actually get it out in time for Christmas. It's not one of the ones like delay till January. It's probably not going to sell as well.
Maybe we'll see it this Christmas then, because it's starting to pop up on the leak list. Maybe the retailers are starting to get offered it, or maybe.
I mean, this would be like the perfect store exclusive, surely. Like that's what I could see this being.
You're absolutely right. It has to be a Christmas release. Has to be. Don't release this in July. Like, this is a Christmas. This will sell even to the casual, just for a fun display piece with your Christmas decorations. Do you know, like, and like Rich says, this is actually accurate to the comic, unlike those Star Wars ones that were just nonsense. So, yeah, and I've definitely read a bit of like Spider-Man. Like, Spider-Man helps Santa's deliver presents for some reason. I don't know what the context is, but there's definitely stories out there where Spider-Man is involved with Christmas. There are
Father Christmas is a mutant, isn't he? That's
yes.
like the whole thing of.
If you have the loyal subjects, not loyal subjects, sorry, the Fresh Monkey Fiction Santa Claus from their 1/12 scale line, it is perfect for Marvel Legends. It is literally a Father Christmas for your Marvel Legends, a Santa Claus Marvel Legends, the closest thing you can get to it. So yeah, Fresh Monkey Fiction. I think they're like big bad Toy Store exclusives, but get one. You won't be disappointed. I'll bring him out every Christmas. He's on the shelf, and I'd stand Spider-Man next to him now. He can be his mate on the shelf. Again, this is just one of those fun gimmicks where I understand it's not for everybody, but you don't have to be grumpy about it. Do you know, like, if it's not for you, okay, that's fine. It clearly is just a little bit of fun. If you don't want it, that's okay. But if you want it, there it is. Spider-Man, again, he could be in a soft goods, like, Santa jacket. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows?
Do you think this would be a full wave of Christmas-themed Marvel characters?
No, let's not start that. I don't mind a one-off, but let's not waste a whole wave of tooling and budget on a Santa Father Christmas hats on Marvel Legends. That'd be the cheapest way to reissue figures, right? Just reissue Marvel Legends we already have. Just pack them with a little Santa hat. Like, come on, don't do that to us, all right? Don't do that to us. So yeah, there we go. Next up, now these have already been leaked as well. So we've had these on the leak list already. So it's random when these have popped up again when these were on one of the first leak list. So it's Cardiac and Hypno Hustler. So let me remind you of the very first leak list that was out there. Cardiac, Hypno Hustler, Owl, all on the retro Spider-Man packaging. So they will go beautifully on my wall. And then we got 3 modern versions of Spider-Man. Now ignore the pictures I've got up there. We realised when we did our stream that it's probably very unlikely going to be any of them. But it is a Spider-Man 2099, and it is going to be that version of Nightcrawler Spider-Man, the hybrid from... was it a comic cover? Or there was actually a comic, wasn't there? He was wearing the outfit.
Yeah, in the Fall of X, he was the Uncanny Spider-Man, wasn't he?
Yeah, it's true. You're right. Absolutely, yeah. So, yeah, I think those 4 are pretty nailed on with Hypno Hustler, Cardiac, the Owl, who's like a mob boss, essentially, in the Spider-Man lore, and then the Uncanny X-Men, which is the Nightcrawler Spider-Man hybrid, which is a cool character design that would make a cool action figure. Let's be honest. Even if you've not read the source material, like I haven't read the source material, but it's a cool concept, isn't it? Spider-Man hybrid with Nightcrawler. So if that is the next Spider-Man retro line, again, I'm always curious. Again, you know me, I'm a sucker for the retro cards. It's just these 2 extra Spider-Men, we're not too sure what they are. I think I threw that picture up at the time because it was a Spider-Man comic when these were leaked. But it said Spider-Man 2099, and we haven't had the white version in a while. So it could be an updated version of the white sort of upgrade he gave himself. But who knows? Who knows?
But even even though we've had him on the retro card, like the regular version of Maguire, updated on a new body or something, that would be like.
We've never had a pinless version. I know Mafex have recently done a really good one, but yeah, we've never had a pinless version of that classic look for Spider-Man 2099. So yeah, and they're not afraid to do the same character again on a retro card. We've got 2 Spider-Men, we've got 2 Venoms. Sure, there's others. Who else we got 2 of? We've got a lot of different Spider-Men. But yeah, they're not afraid to do the same character again on a retro card. So there you go. So yeah, these were on the new leak list, but they were also on a leak list from months ago, which was this wave. So unless they've changed things around and these are now just going to be 2 separate releases, or who knows? I don't know. But again,
I mean, it's easy to split if they do, because these retro card figures, we do tend to get a couple
random,
every year just released like anyway. So yeah, I mean, Cardiac has been like long wanted, and like wasn't Hypno Hustler going to be like a movie at one point as well? So
Donald Glover was pitching to do a Hypno Hustler. Hypno Hustler is basically a Spider-Man villain who plays his music and hypnotizes the crowd to rob them. It's as simple as that. So if you didn't know, and yeah, Donald Glover pitched to do that. But he's obviously Prowler now anyway. So yeah, two. I like quirky characters, and Cardiac's like 90s era. So if you read the Clone Saga and whatnot, you know who Cardiac is. So there you go. Potential wave, maybe. But again, that's a leak list from months ago. And these were on the modern leak list or recent leak list. So have things changed? Who knows? Again, this is why it's okay to talk about these things, because until they get revealed, we don't know. Next up, so Hulk. There was also some Hulk conversation on there as well. So David Display's model behavior seems to think it could be a deluxe Hulk wave, where it's multiple Hulk figures, maybe on a deluxe packaging, or maybe a tribute to something like this. That'd be a fun idea. We haven't got the Hulk packaging remade in the Marvel Legends line. And obviously to accurately represent those characters, it would have to be the bigger deluxe style packaging. So it would be interesting to see, even if they just did a couple. So Abomination's there, and also on David's list was Doc Samson and Smart Hulk. Now, we both know a very henchman called Adam Batman Moran who would very much appreciate an updated opportunity to get Smart Hulk, bunny rabbit slippers and all. So Doc Samson's also another one we haven't had in a good while. We have had him though, right?
Yeah, we've had Doc
Yeah,
Samson.
we've had Doc Samson. Yeah, we have. So, yeah, in regard, me and Rich did a stream not long ago, actually. If you go through our playlist, we actually did a stream dedicated. Now we're talking. So I told you he was there. He's lurking. Shout out Adam Batman Moran. Yeah, but Adam's basically got every Hulk figure made, like, crammed into a DTOF. Well, they were. They may be, like, under his bed or hidden by a tarp right now, but he has them somewhere. But
has he got that? Has he haven't got that
no
one?
females. No females. They're not allowed. They're not allowed. So yeah, me and Rich did do a whole Hulk themed stream where we went through the old figures and spoke about the villains and the ways they could do them. So if you're a Hulk fan, go through the playlist and check out
I think that was
stream.
a J week.
Was that a J week? Was Jay there?
Yeah, I think it was.
Oh, okay. Well, it's on the channel. It's on the playlist. It's still there. We talked about these characters. So now's your opportunity, Rich, to talk about it. Hulk, the link says Abomination, Doc Samson, and Smart Hulk. So would you want these? Would a deluxe retro Hulk wave interest you? And are there any other Hulk adjacent characters you would like to see in a similar style wave?
Smart Hulk in his like black wife beater. That is like my most wanted of all Hulk figures. Like I love the 90s Peter David. I think I said that loads of times. So to get that figure, that to me is like that's what my Hulk looks like. Like he just looks like that. So that would be a great figure to get. Like the figures, the characters that I like in the Hulk are more like the human characters. So I love a Rick Jones figure. I love a Marlowe figure. I don't think we're gonna get any of them. If it was, he would be like a superhero identity. I'd love like a updated Betty, like whether it's like Harpy or like a Red She-Hulk updated version of that would be good as well. And then like even like his like Abomination, that needs an update. Like Leader needs an update. They need better figures. Like stuff have come on since then, and I think the Hulk has always been like overlooked for Marvel villains and heroes and supporting characters. He's got lots of like quirky villains. They've done quite a few, haven't they? They've done like what's the one in the Big on the Bad Guys wave? The build figure, yeah. And they've done like Wendigo is out there as well, even though he's like a Wolverine villain and an Alpha Flight villain as well. So yeah, there are bits of Hulk villains out there.
That's the last time we got a Hulk themed wave, and it was the Thing Fang Foom Builder figure wave. So they came out in two halves, and that's the last time we got Doc Samson as well. We also got Absorbing Man, a Savage She-Hulk. So I think Scar's in there as well, who we've recently had in the 85th anniversary line. These are the old figures. Oh, these are the different. Oh, we were talking about the Hulk heads actually. That was what that was. There's a better picture of the Doc Samson that we need a reissue of, so welcome that. There's the Red She-Hulk that came in the Epic Heroes line. In the chat, Turtle Buster says, "Do we ever acknowledge the chat, Rich? Do we ever acknowledge the chat?"
What's the chat? What is this chat?
Not a clue. Don't have a clue. Then of course we acknowledge the chat. We're just having a conversation. We come to the chat intermittently in between the conversation. Don't you worry. We're very engaging. You must be new. Welcome. This is episode 250. Where have you been? It's all good. If you like Marvel Legends, you're in the right place. Don't worry about it. So yeah, there we go. So there are lots of potential Hulk characters. I did have a few more.
Ham's got some good, like By Beast. That would be a great like Hulk villain to get. I think that would be like a really good one. I'd really like a By Beast.
I also had Zach,
like the electric things.
Yeah, Zach. Don't know how they do that. And also Hulk 2099, because the comics are leaning into a 2099 theme, ain't they? It's like 2099's going to war or something like that, right? That's like coming in the autumn.
Yeah. I mean, would they do Hulk 2099 though?
I don't know. I'm just saying if they're next year's
The guy that created it's just the guy that created Hulk 2099 is a convicted paedophile. So I'm guessing they probably wouldn't touch that with a barge
That went over.
pole.
I did not know that. Okay, let's get him off the screen. Yeah, did not know that. As long as it all leads to Fing Fan Foom at some point, I'll take it. Do you reckon he could be made to order?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. There's the old wave, by the way, if you were curious. If you brought all these figures, you could have built Fing Fan Foom back in the day. I never did it. Never had them. Couldn't find them in the UK. I think Jay said he found a couple on Woolworths. He was stocking them when he was working there. Who did you manage to get?
I had the She-Hulk, and I think I had Doc Samson as well. So I had those two bits. They were the only bits I had.
I think I had that Abomination, the Absorbing Man at some point, but it's been a long, long time. All my Toy Biz figures are gone. That was technically Hasbro. What am I talking about? But again, it was the dark days of Hasbro, if you will. Okay, cool. And yeah, that was it, Rich. That was the leaks from the new leak list. So I'm trying to just... Is there anything else I ignored? No, we've sort of mentioned everything. They mentioned Marvel Rivals again, but it was basically the same that was on the previous leak list, as in Punisher, Moon Knight, Luna Snow, and a 2-pack with Spider-Man, and Venom with Jeff the Landshark. So the only thing that wasn't included was Cloak and Dagger, who were on the previous leak list. So maybe they've removed Cloak and Dagger, I don't know. But they talked about Marvel Rivals again. But you know me, I've not played the game, and I've got no attachment to those character designs. Granted, they are very fun. Rich would buy them. Did we do a stream on them yet? I don't know if we have.
I know we've talked about them quite a bit. I think Marvel Rivals would sell, even
they would.
As the spring theme. I know they didn't do one this year, but the last 2 years they did like a little bunch of 2-pack. If it was that,
Wolverine anniversary and stuff. Look,
even those the Hulk figures, even those could go as if they were deluxes, that could be like the spring summer theme as well.
Yeah, look, I'm not against them making Marvel Rivals. Like again, I want the Marvel Legends line to thrive. Is that the right word? Do you know what I mean? Thrive. Thank you. Thrive. I want the Marvel Legend line to thrive, right? It's lasted over 20 years. It's only going to last another 20 years if we have new collectors jumping on for different reasons. So that's the magic about Marvel Legends. If you think of Marvel Legends as a pie, you've got animated, MCU, comic, Gamerverse. You've got all these different jumping on points and themes for collectors. So keep doing that. Like, not everything has to be for everybody. When something... if everything was for you all the time, you'd be broke and bored. Do you know what I mean? Let there be a bit of breathing room in between releases. Andrew with a super chat. Thank you very much.
Donated $6.16. In SDCC interviews, Dwight said upcoming BAFs would complete a team or two. What large figure is needed to finish a team? Any thoughts? That
is very true. So Bug Nice channel went down, and then it went back up again with his San Diego Comic-Con interview. So I listened to it, and Dwight did basically say there's two more Build-A-Figure waves in development. The Build-A-Figure line isn't dead. There will be more Build-A-Figures. There's 2 more currently in development, and one of those Build-A-Figures is a bigger character that completes a team. Like, Dwight genuinely said that in his interview. And I was like, oh, that's a little nugget me and Rich can grab onto. Anything come to mind there, Rich?
Armor to compete the Astonishing X-Men.
We've been talking about her forever.
It's probably Colossus to complete the Outback team now, because that's just like naked, topless Colossus in pants, isn't it?
Yeah. Any ideas, chat? Any ideas? Throw them in. A bigger, chunkier character that we need to complete a team.
Atlas for the Thunderbolts.
Atlas would be a good one. I guess you could complete a certain iteration of Thunderbolts. Maybe, I don't know. There was a lot of versions.
The original version. Yeah. That would be the best version.
For the Puma says Build-A-Figure Herbie, obviously. Yeah, big Build-A-Figure. Gorgon we would need, but we'd also need Triton. So I think we will get Gorgon and Triton in those rumored 2-packs that we are yet to see. But I don't think it's one of them, because I think there's a team out there right now that needs one more bigger character, and it will come to mind. We'll figure it out. We'll get to the bottom of it, I'm sure. The big guy from the Acolytes. The thing is, he doesn't complete a team. We still need loads of the Acolytes. But we have one. We have Fabian Cortez, and sort of Magneto, if you want to count him as a member. But yeah, it's not acolytes. Adding characters to team is not the same as completing them, says Andrew. Oh, okay, he was sort of saying the same thing I said. But I said it in a nicer way, Andrew. Say it, be kind, be kind. Maximus, I guess if they do... No, he's not a big character. Again, this is a whole stream, don't worry. Me and Rich will figure it out. We like little nuggets like that. We can play off them and create themes with them. So yeah, bigger character, potential builder figure that completes a team. We'll think about it. All right, Rich, I forgot to set a goal tonight for the bonus show. Do you reckon we got enough super chats?
Yeah, it's 250 down. Listen, keep it public. Keep it public.
We did. I'm only joking. No, I appreciate everybody. Again, episode 250. So just to wrap up episode 250, again, next week's episode is our 5th year anniversary. So it's a shame that episode 250 didn't land on the 5th year anniversary, but it's close. We couldn't have been closer. Gregory, thank you.
Gregory Trejo donated $4.99. Congrats on 250. Dan and Rich, did you all see the video where they talked about MVC Wave 2 about Sentinel, Hulk, Spider-Man, Storm?
Yeah, again, thank you very much, Gregory, and you're absolutely right. Again, there was multiple interviews with Dan and Dwight out there on YouTube from all the content creators that went there, and yeah, they said that obviously they are very excited about the love for... being careful which one I show there, of the Gamerverse wave, and they of course they want to make more. They want to complete the roster, is what they said. So if you're patient, maybe our patience will be rewarded. They're very aware that people want those additional figures.
Everyone's favourite's already available. Go grab him now.
That's a fine figure. Honestly, I think
honestly, I really like him.
He's
fine.
Like... People are just ignoring him, but he's a decent Thanos. Honestly, it's a solid 2-pack. It's a solid 2-pack. Hero Collections, anyone remember that guy? He says, Excelsior to 250. May the Force always be with you, the Who Crew. That's right, he's left the Marvel Legends love because he's now in the Star Wars game. But thank you very much, Brandon. We appreciate you. We don't forget you. You've still got an emoji. Brandon still has an emoji. He's not gone anywhere. He's still a part of every stream in emoji form. But Brandon, we appreciate you. Thank you, as always. He was literally in my house the other day, delivering me figures. That he's
my favourite co-host of Dan Who Lives.
And you can't pick yourself?
Over me, because like when Brandon was here, I got to sit down and eat pizza and drink vodka. It was much nicer.
I'm so sorry. I've ruined Rich's Thursday afternoons. I'm so sorry. Also next week we will be picking a new member of the Who Crew. I know some people don't give a shit, but I don't care. Right? It's my little fun. It's my channel. It's just a bit of fun, and it's a gimmick that I will live. I will continue. Will
it be Red Widow? Will it be Krista?
Yeah. Let's go. Let's quickly before we get out of here. Just quickly. Give me your suggestion for a Who Crew member. Shout out Matt Fisher as well, becoming a Crew members club, giving him access to Legends of Liquor. Oh, that's right, it's Legends of Liquor this week. I keep forgetting. Legends of Liquor this weekend. If you want to be a part of the show, all you have to do is be a channel member at the members club tier, just like Matt Fisher has become there. Matt Fisher, if you want to get involved, hit me up on the DMs. We'll put you into the show. Group 1, Group 2, you let me know. But yeah, Legend of Liquor this weekend. Start messaging me after the after show tonight, and we can get the group started. I've already had Tom and Mark message me. They're already on the list nice and early. So yeah, if you want to be on Legend of Liquor this week, start hitting me up after the after show with a fresh DM.
Oh, my phone stopped working. Sorry, Dan. Sorry.
No, it's not. Next time, Rich. Next one. Thank you very much, Matt Fisher, for becoming a channel member. I appreciate that. So yeah, give me your suggestions for Who Crew member. California Red Devil says White Rabbit returns. We could put it back in. We could we need 4 characters to be on the poll. All right, 4 characters to be on the poll. Justin says Legend of Liquor. You say, yeah, Justin, come on, Legend of Liquor. It's been a while. Get involved. Rom, interesting. Remember, I like it to be a comic character, no MCU characters. Like, it has to be a comic character. I want to pretend that this team could actually exist in the comics. I want to pretend that a Marvel writer watches my live streams and one day will honour this stream by actually creating a mini comic with these characters teaming up. It will happen. You never know. Never know. Gregory says Armadillo. Cam says gotta be Cardiac. God, poor Cardiac. All these new mutants and humans are going to come out, and Cardiac's going to be really outdated. Bombastic Bagman. I think he had a chance. I think he was in the poll at one point. Captain Carrot's not a Marvel character, Justin. That won't happen. Stan Lee. Stan Lee's a nice tribute. I understand that, but he's more of an actual person, isn't he? I can't really put Stan Lee in there. Damien says the hoodie did mention that earlier. The captain. Oh, the captain's from the pack with the.
Modoc Elvis. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Crew member.
That's what I just thought of. Yeah, Modoc Elvis. I've never even talked about the box, Rich. That could be a reason to take him out of the fucking box.
You know why one in the Who crew? I don't know. Doomhead Galactus.
Oh,
just his head.
sake.
Just the head. He's not doing anything else, Stan. It could just be in your attic, ready to take reviews. It could just be there waiting.
You know I will commit to the Who Crew bit. At the end of every Marvel Legend review on my channel, I will include this character for the next year or however long it is. I don't want to be
Last year's winner, Jocasta. She's doing well, isn't she?
Jocasta got destroyed. That happened, right? Jocasta got destroyed when my free trial for text-to-speech broke. I mean, when she got broke in the storyline that I created on my channel. So Jocasta could be rebuilt, maybe. Also, Hydra Bob, actually turned out to be Chameleon. That's not my fault. That's not my fault that Chameleon was pretending to be Hydra Bob. So
I forgot Hydra Bob even got admitted. That was like the lost member.
Hydra Bob got in there with his briefcase, and he ended up just being Chameleon. And we never even found out what was in the briefcase anyway. It was a terrible story. Terrible story. The writers of the Who Crew need to up their game. That's what they need to do. Multiple Man, says Ernie. The Lizard from the retro card wave with the funky head. Oh, yeah, he's pretty fun, isn't he? First appearance, Lizard. Death's Head, says Craig's Nostalgic Collection. I like that because Death's Head's UK repping. David said Savage Rogue.
What about less Tango Tigra? Just two
versions of Tigra. The West Coast Avengers pack and the single carded Tigra. Maybe could have some fun with that. The RC. Oh, okay. Silvermane and the RC car head. Yeah, we could do that. Superior Sposa Spider-Man. Look, we'll have some fun with it, right? Keep your suggestions coming. I'm gonna ask people to tag me on Instagram this week. I'm gonna make a hashtag. I'll announce it on Instagram. But yeah, tag me in your suggestions, and we'll pick a couple to put on for next week's poll. Encounter Culture said, damn, Bob was my nominee last year. Well, Bob ended up being Chameleon. You probably didn't know because Chameleon is the master of disguise, Kenny. So it's not your fault. You just got duped by Chameleon. It happens to the best of us. So don't be mad about it. But yeah, Mikey Moonboot says Rom. Eric says Death's Head. Yeah, we'll have some fun next week. Next week's show, the theme, me and Rich are thinking about doing some sort of top 10, like a more generic, fun top 10. And also, we'll pick a Who crew member. We'll just have some fun. This was episode 250, but next week will genuinely be the 5th year anniversary. Been streaming for 5 years, and I've been pretty fucking consistent as well, let's be honest. Maybe 2 weeks missed in 5 years. It's not bad going, is it? It's not bad going, all right? I appreciate you all.
Poor Amanda, she's only had 2 holidays in 5 years, like that.
She goes fucking away all the time. She can. I'm committed to the bit. But yeah, always a fun time. I told you I will forever be here as long as you guys are watching. We used to celebrate when we hit 100. Now we hit 100 quite comfortably. And let's be honest, for a UK time zone stream, it's not bad going. If we were prime time US time, I think we'd do okay. So I appreciate everybody who makes it work, and I also appreciate everybody on the replay. So if you are watching in the replay, just for a special 200 episode test, Rich, give them a word to write in the comments. Put you on the spot.
Uncanny. There we go.
Okay, uncanny. There it is.
I just looked at my shelf like bloody lead.
It's all right. It's a word. It counts. If you are watching on the
like
replay,
Liam Neeson did thing when he's looking for a name for Pamela Anderson.
Oh yeah. What did he call it? Something ugly bozo eating spaghetti or something. Yeah, I remember that. Don't watch Naked Gun, people. Don't waste your time.
I loved it. I recommend it. Honestly.
Don't waste your time. Yeah, if you are watching on the replay, Write Uncanny in the comments. Let me know you were here, all right? We appreciate you. Rich, tell the good people where they can find you online, and then we're going to re-sign this contract. This contract renewal is happening.
You can find me here every Thursday, and then you can find me on Instagram at Displayed Once.
Beautiful. Bring Toys to Work wraps us up by saying the Who crew needs a villain as well. Could we also pick an arch emesis for the team? Well, there is also a team building in the background. Chameleon and White Rabbit. Like, there's already a villainous team in the background. So maybe we could pick a villain to go to that. Maybe we can have some fun. I'm just going to post the after show link in the chat right now. Just so, because last week people messaged me and said the after show wasn't available to them when I changed it to public. So I'm just letting you know now, while 180 people are still watching, I have made the after show public for everybody. And it is there right now. Literally, I'll put the link in the description. It's also in the live chat. It's purple. And it's got the same number. That is the after show. It says Dan Who Extra. If you want to be a part of that extra show, if you are part of the Dan Who Crew Deluxe tier, where is it? There it is. Hit me up on Instagram right now, and I will send you the Zoom link to the Zoom call that me and Rich are sat in right now, and you can come and join us on the World Wide Web talking about these Marvel leaks. Tell us your favorite reveal from these leaks. Get involved, right? Hit me up on Instagram. We appreciate yous. We'll see you on the next one for the 5th year anniversary. Start thinking about those Who Crew nominees. Goodbye. In the meantime, go and check out my reviews. Plenty of them online. We've got, what have we got? We have got Wolverine. Shout out Tom, Mini Plastic Boyverse. We've got Wolverine over there with Silver Samurai. And then I'll put Dragon Man or the Savage Land over there. Go and watch them. Lots of fun Marvel Legends out there. It's a good time to be a collector. Enjoy. Goodbye.